You are now listening to Ride With Me, the Flat Tire Podcast.
Welcome to Ride With Me, episode 37. Fuck.
There
Welcome
you go
to
again. You fucked up.
making me nervous, homie. Fuck. I got a living legend standing in front of me. All right. 38. Welcome to Ride With Me, episode 38. Today is February 13, 2021. And I fucked up the last 2 minutes that I got my buddy here laughing. Frank, stop laughing, Frank.
I can't help it. You're cracking me up, boy.
Making me nervous, homie. You're making me nervous. Today's living legend is my buddy Frank. I spoke to his nephew last episode. Today we have Frank. And to make it clear, what city are you in again? Because we were fucking confused last week.
Cambridge, Virginia.
Okay, I think I even said the West Coast, which you're not in the West Coast. You're in the East Coast. So
East Coast.
that means I don't know my fucking west from my right. Or my left from my west to my... See, I'm getting confused. See, Frank? You're fucking me up, man.
You're still fucking up.
So, I've known Frank since I was like 15 years old, man. I was like 97, Frank? The Easy Motel days?
Yeah, Easy Motel. No, it was before.
Was it before
Wait a
that?
minute.
I know I was a kid, man. I know I was in my teenage years when we met you, and I know we were like next door.
Because you were little.
I know we were next door neighbors at one point, and
Yeah.
that's how we came across to freaking I saw you. Like I didn't have a dad, obviously, so I always saw you working on cars. So there I am, this little kid just goes up to you and just watching you work, and then working on car stereos because of Frank. Not in the newer cars, but because of Frank. If you have a hoopty 90s vehicle, I can install a radio and I can adjust. I can make sure that every single cable goes to the right speaker, like there's no tomorrow. Because of Frank, I know how to paint, which I fucking hate it, Frank. Thanks a lot. Thanks to you, buddy. I fucking hate painting. I fucking hate painting because of you.
You're welcome.
Frank is, what do they call it? A jack of all trades, Frank?
Yep. Master of none.
Frank works on cars, houses. He actually came here to help build one of the walls when we first moved over here. The tile in the bathroom. You put the tile in the bathroom.
Tiling.
Yeah. So yeah, Frank is a jack of all trades, but I looked up to him as a dad figure because obviously, like I said, I didn't have a dad, and this guy is pretty much doing everything, and he's always busy, and he's always got stories, and he always has. We just connected, man. It's like Frank was like I said, like my dad, and he fucking taught me a lot of things, how to work on cars and how to do this and how to do that, and it's like Frank was a big part of my life, and I want to thank you for that, man.
You're welcome.
And also, Frank is one of the reasons why I learned what not to do. So, Frank, you are one of the biggest reasons why I don't like to drink beer. Can you explain that one?
I remember one time when you got all tore up in the hotel. And you were over there saying, I love you, Frank.
Yeah, dude. I get two kinds of drunks. A lovey-dovey drunk, not in a sexual way, or a fucking...
Are you sure?
Whoa. Or I get the angry drunk. So it's one or the other. Oh, man. Yeah, no, Frank, you just love them freaking 40s, man. I just saw you chugging one right now.
Yeah, almost done with it.
Damn, I don't know how you can still do that, bro.
High tolerance.
No, yeah. So Frank
I don't do nothing else no more.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that. What else? Also, Frank really got me into camping. We would take the kids and we would go camping, and the bonfire stories that Frank always gave us. Oh yeah, he's laughing already. Oh, he's cracking up. Frank, was this bullshit? Was this bullshit you were abducted by aliens?
When I was 5 years old.
When you were 5 years old? You want to give that story?
I don't know if a lot of people would believe, but yeah.
I mean, if you want, we're having fun, Frank.
I was sitting under a lemon tree with my little sister, Rosie, at the time. We saw this silver object in the sky, and we were like frozen in time. And I remember seeing symbols on their ship. I even drew the space shuttle before it was even made by NASA.
Right.
I drew the symbols. I drew a star system, which matched the galaxy of the Milky Way. And a lot of people were like, oh, you're crazy, and this and that, and this and that. But, hey, I still believe, yes, it's true, because...
Here's the thing, Frank. Here's the thing, real quick. Sorry to cut you off, but you always told us that story when you were drunk. And I love you, my boy. I've known you my whole life. I never believed you because you were always drunk when you told us these stories. That's one of the reasons why I'm like, I don't think I want to get too close to beer, you know what I mean? But you telling me this sober right now, of course, I'm going to believe you, man. You look sober. You're sober, right? You're sober, right?
Yeah.
How many beers have you had this morning, Frank?
One.
There you go. Okay. Yep, he's sober. So no, Frank, no, that's you have always told that story. So sooner or later, it's dude, he's not lying. You know what I mean? Dude, look at how many freaking alien stories have appeared recently. Those motherfuckers are real.
They're here.
They're here.
People don't believe it, but
yeah, they're here. I'm not tripped. I like I said, I just always tripped out because you only told us those stories when you were drunk, and we're not talking drunk. We're talking passed out drunk. I think his microphone died. There he is.
Sorry, you were cut off because I had an incoming call. I had to ignore it.
Oh, okay. I just said I was saying that you were that it was hard for me to believe your stories all the time because you were always telling those stories when you were drunk. So right now you being sober.
What about the one where I said I became the Flash?
Oh, you want to tell me that one? Go for it.
Well, this was when I was in Compton. I was highly on pumping paint and doing cocaine. And I started freaking out. So I went to my friend that was working at Emerson gas station at the time. And for some reason, I just started running. He started chasing me in his car. He crashed a little bit on the front end of the car. He said he was doing 60 miles per hour in his car. I don't remember none of this, but I know I got from downtown, all the way from Compton Boulevard and Central to the train track on Wilmington, like in 3 minutes.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug, Frank.
True. So is paint.
Yeah. So again, Frank is pretty much was a mentor to me, and obviously he taught me what not to do, and he didn't want me I was going through some tough times, and he never encouraged me to use any kind of drug and to make the pain go away. Whenever I drank beer with him, it's because fuck it, I'm there with him, and he has no one to drink with him. So, like I said, Frank was a real good influence, an influence in my life, and he to this day, man, I fucking love you to death, bro. You it just sucks that I haven't seen you in years, but
I know
it's been a while. I think this is the first video chat we've had since, only because we're doing this.
Well, I remember the time when I spent a couple days over there, doing the modeling in the house and stuff.
Yeah.
That was some good times.
I was talking to your cousin. I'm sorry. I was talking to your nephew last week about just a little bit of the bullshit that we used to do and fuck around, and then like I said, working at Rosie's house and remodeling her kitchen multiple times and freaking painting, and I hate painting because of Frank. No joke. There's some stuff that needs to get no joke. There's some stuff that needs to get touched up here at the house, and it's still been sitting like that because I refuse to paint. I'm sorry, babe. I'm not gonna do it. Nope. And if you have, you can call Frank for that. Frank would every time. Because okay, why I hate painting? Because every time Frank had like a side gig and he needed an extra hand. Hey Andy, you want to come help me out? I'll give you like $20. Yeah, I'll come help you out. What are we doing? He won't tell me until we get there. Aw, shit, we're painting. Aw, man, we're painting. Didn't we bring like Wedo with us one time? I think Wedo helped us out at one point.
Yeah, but you had more paint on you than the walls.
No joke. I still have shirts with paint on them.
You be trying to rush when you're painting, man.
Yeah, I hate it, man.
Like I want to get rid of it. I want to finish. Shit.
I don't have. This is what Frank told me. You'll never make a great mechanic because you don't have patience.
That's true.
What happened with that?
And remember, I taught you how to rebuild that. Remember, you rebuilt that engine.
Yeah. So Frank,
I taught you one time to rebuild the heads, and you did it all by yourself the second time.
Did the car start?
Hell yeah.
But did it run? That car sounded like shit.
Yeah, we just needed some adjustments.
And that's what you said. You were impatient and you didn't wait, and you build it on your own, without waiting for me. And look at now, we have to. Now you're like, you were like, undo it again, take everything apart again. I'm like, no. But thanks to Frank, I can take a 91 Ford Escort and take that sumbitch apart and put it back together.
Yep.
Now I just pay a guy to do my oil change. So I remember doing recently, about a year ago maybe, I did my oil change on my car on my own for the first time on my own. And I remember calling you all excited. Frank, I did the oil change on my car, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so the simplest thing a guy can do is doing their own oil change, and I refused to do that until like last year. But yeah, Frank taught me some stuff, man, and it just like the other day, the door was falling off the hinges. So when the door's falling off the hinges, what do you do, Frank?
Depends what part. If it's the bolts are loose, or either you need a wedge in there, or it's just rusted.
So
it depends.
What I did was I got chopsticks that were laying around in the kitchen, and I filled in the screw hole on the wall. And then my wife's like, "That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work." I'm like, "Frank showed me how to do this, man. Of course it's gonna work."
I know what you're talking about.
3 weeks
You're
later,
doing it like a screw in a hole.
Yep.
That's stripped.
Yep. Hey, 3 weeks later, that door's still standing, Frank.
Yeah, eventually the wood will deteriorate in it, and it'll come loose. What you need to do is take a piece of tin, and they have these little tin strips, and wedge it in the hole, and then put the bolt in.
Oh, well, I'll wait for that to happen. My wife's like, "Why do you act like you don't know how to do shit around the house, but you do?" I remember you telling me stories about Frank, so I'm like, "Yeah, I can do it. I'm just not going to."
You don't want to.
I don't want to.
You're lazy.
I don't want to. But anyways, yeah, again, like I said, Frank was there for, my good times, my bad times. Whenever he saw I was really depressed, he would, "Hey, let's go shoot some pool." Remember those days?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I remember at the time I had to come over when your mom called me because Evie got hit by a car.
Yeah, the dog. My dog passed away.
Yeah, and you were all depressed, and I came over and started talking to you and took you out, and we went and did a few things around. And then after that, when you got old enough to go to the pool hall, he used to take you to the pool hall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Freaking Roger let me borrow a couple of his freaking cue sticks and shit, and he was like, "Here, go play." Fucking Black Betty. No one can use Black Betty.
Yeah, we even had our own pool stuff, remember?
Yeah. I remember.
Little gloves.
Yeah, I remember the last week
we were living above that restaurant.
Yeah, so we literally were like a block over from the pool hall, so we got attached to the pool hall.
Yeah.
And I remember my last day on probation, they never came to my house, wherever I was staying at or whatever room I was staying at. But this last time they came in and they're like, We gotta make a search in your room. That's all. Check where you live at, and that's it. And they looked at the cue sticks, and they're like, what's this? Thinking it was like a shotgun or something. I'm like, they're just cue sticks. We play pool. And the guy, you can open it up. And then it was two of them. It was yours and it was mine. And so they opened them up. They were just cue sticks. All right, cool. I mean, come to my office tomorrow morning and we'll call it a day. I'm like, oh, shit, all right. So
I remember the time when I took you to that place, something Angels.
I'm trying to think. What did we do?
And we got pulled over by the...
Oh.
Well, you were working there.
Yeah.
And we got pulled over when we were going home.
Yeah.
And they wanted to search the car and shit, and I told them I had swords in the trunk.
Yeah. Freaking Frank is like freaking the guys from Step Brother. Fucking guy has a sword in his car, man. Like, oh, Frank, we're both going to jail, bro.
They couldn't do nothing. Hey, it was mine.
No, yeah. I just happened to be riding in the car, but yeah, no, that was kind of scary. I'm like, fuck, Frank, I'm going back to jail. Fuck this shit. Thanks a lot, Frank. No, okay. Now into like some serious bullshit. Frank was the only guy out of every. You know how they say that you'll know your friends and family when you're in jail or the hospital. That's when you find out who your true friends are or family are. And my 8 months in jail, Frank was the only one coming to visit me.
Well, I also took your kids.
You did. I think you had. I think Julian wasn't born yet, but you had Layla and Nick with you one day. I got to see my kids, and I think that was the day that I said, "Fuck this, man! I cannot be seeing my kids from a glass." And
that's what. And remember what I told you?
You're gonna have to remind me, Frank, because
you don't remember.
I don't, Frank.
I said, "Hey, man, you need to get away from her because of one thing. It's going to cause you more grief, and you're going to keep going back here."
Yeah. So what Frank is referring to is I needed to get away from a toxic relationship where I would continue to go back to jail, and he was right. And speaking, how far have I gone, Frank, from seeing my kids from behind a glass to actually waking up Nick this morning? Nick, who was there at the jail to visit, who was maybe 2, from waking him up today, just, like they were still asleep, and I'm like, wake up, fuckers. And I went and I jumped on the bed and I freaking hugged him and everything. I'm holding him as I'm trying to wake him up. But I've gone a long way, man. And again, you were there, never gave up on me, never freaking. You're always pushing me to do better, and life lessons. Like I said, I took your life lessons. You gave me some, what you did in the past and what you wish you would have done in the past, and look at you now.
Well, it was like an influence that I didn't want you to turn out the way I did.
Exactly.
And if I could do that for somebody, it would be a blessing, in which, yes, you are a blessing, because I considered you like my son.
And I've always appreciated that, Frank.
And you know that.
No, I do. I do. You wanna share that life lesson with people? You wanna, what got you out of Compton, man?
I had to get away from all the drugs that I was doing, all the bad influence I was around, going to jail, going back and forth. Shit, I spent Thanksgiving, New Year's, Christmas in jail, and it sucked. So I said I never want to do that shit again. I got to get away from all of this. And that's what got me out of Compton. It changed my whole life.
Yeah.
Made me a better person.
Is Compton where you... Real quick, Frank, I'm hating this 3-second delay. Real quick, Frank. Is Compton where you learned that impression?
Well, Compton made me hard.
No, I'm saying, in Compton is where you learned the Snoop Dogg impression?
Yes, because I went to school. I went to school with Eazy-E and his name? The rapper that was with that did Eminem.
I'm not. Dr. Dre?
The black guy. Yeah, Dre.
Oh, okay, nice. So you were you, so Snoop Dogg took your place because you could have done it. Because
No,
I've heard your
knew
Snoop Dogg.
them. They were
The,
impression.
yeah, I've heard your Snoop Dogg. You still got it? Let's see.
I don't know. It's my financial. Shit, I can't even do it no more. It's been so
It's
long.
funny. Real quick, I know we went to a serious topic from already talking about the past to a serious topic, but there's one time back in the days, 2000, 2001, for some reason, all the kids in the neighborhood had walkie-talkies, and you know, I talk to girls that way too, and I had I had all the kids.
Don't tell Letty.
I had all the kids that listen on the walkie-talkie because we all get together about 6 o'clock and we were all just chatting on the walkie-talkies. And I told them that I was next to Snoop Dogg, and Frank does the perfect Snoop Dogg, and these kids are believing it, man. They're freaking believing it. I'm literally next to Snoop Dogg.
That was so hilarious because they all wanted to come down.
Yeah, they wanted to come down. I'm like, no, I've only met you on the walkie-talkie. You're not coming over to my house, weirdos. And dude, the only impression I got was I was annoying the shit out of the family yesterday, dude. They were pretty much the wife yelled from one room to the living room to shut up because I just felt like talking like this for the rest of the day, and I was just playing Fortnite with my son. You know, because I was like, I just felt like running. Dude, the wife was like, enough, shut up. But yeah, back to your story, Frank. What got you out? You said you just wanted to get away from negativity and out of that life from Compton.
Yeah, because eventually I would have either killed somebody and been in prison, or either would have been killed myself, you know?
Yeah.
So I felt that I needed to get away from that total negativity and that environment that I was in.
That's good, man. And then the first place you went is Oxnard?
First place I went was Watts,
Okay.
and then South Central LA.
I think Officer Ricky does South Central LA. I think he patrols that area.
Well, from there I went from South Central LA. That's when I went to Oxnard.
Yeah. What got you from LA to why did Oxnard call your name? I'm appreciative of it, but I love it. But
I have a sister, Rosie, which is Jaime's
Jamie's mom. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I call him Jaime Jr.
Yeah, that's why when I told you earlier, hey, I was talking to Jamie last week, and you're like, who? Your nephew.
Jamie who?
Yeah. Damn. You hear that, Jamie? Your own uncle doesn't even freaking call you Jamie. What the hell? Nah.
I call him Jaime.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I was talking to Jamie yesterday. She's like, who the fuck's Jamie? I'm like, your nephew. Yeah, okay, so you came to Oxnard because your sister was out here?
Yeah, and my mom.
Your mama. Oh, man. I remember being at the funeral, buddy.
Yeah.
I think the speeches that you guys were giving about your mom made me call my mom and say, hey, regardless of our bullshit, you're still my mom and I love you. And
yeah, the hardest thing I had to do was in the hospital be one of the persons say, yeah, pull the plug.
That was your call?
They had to have 3 people from the family to call it.
Oh, okay.
Because she already had 3 heart attacks and was living off of life support. And I said,
I mean,
Mom don't want to live that way, you know?
Yeah.
Let her go home.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, I know that like I said, I was there. Like I was talking to Jamie last week. It's like, you guys have made me part of the family. I was, everywhere, like, because of Frank, family gatherings and everything. So, yeah, I was there for that one, and it was a very, very emotional funeral. But your mama's home, man. Mama's home.
Yeah.
So, and I'm glad, and I'm sure she's gonna.
Remember Easter?
Oh, that's what Jamie. That's what Jaime and I were talking about. That's what Jaime and I were talking about last week.
Popping eggs on people's heads.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking to Jaime about Easter.
Like confetti eggs.
That was a very memorable. That's one of the events that my kids remember the most, and that was at Easter, and how you guys, Rosie, Jamie, and everyone made them feel welcome. But yeah, man. Like I said, you've been through a lot, man, and you beat it, man. You beat the odds, I guess, and look at you now, living in freaking. I forgot again. Where you at?
Cambridge, Virginia.
Virginia. Okay, I gotta write that shit down. Okay, Frank lives in Virginia.
Okay, just remember the movie. Remember the movie. Dang, what is it?
You don't even remember.
They used to call him Virginia. He was the guy that went to space because he had like a time portal thing.
Not sure, buddy.
I can't even remember.
Yeah, you're telling me to remember something you don't even remember. Getting old, Frank. You're getting old, buddy.
Shit, I'll be 60 in July.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you look healthier than before, Frank. That's for sure. I think Virginia air is doing you good.
There's so many trees and air smells a hell of a lot better than California.
Dude, you didn't want to leave. You didn't want to leave California.
At first, yeah, I didn't want to leave, but...
It did you good.
Like, huh?
It did you good.
Yeah, it did.
I'm telling you, you look freaking healthy, man. You lost freaking half your weight, man. I mean, you still haven't gained...
Well, not half.
Well, you still haven't gained any teeth back, but I mean, you look healthy.
I got dentures.
Okay.
I just don't put them in.
I was messing with you, man. I still got this one missing. Look at that. It's a.
Oh, is that the one from the kick out?
That's the. No, that's not. This is the one from not brushing my teeth for 20 years.
Oh shit.
But it's like a war story. I say that I was in a bar fight. I was in a bar fight with Frank.
Broad fight was the other one, huh?
Well, yeah, freaking got hit with the cue stick.
No, the other one was a broad fight.
Yeah, the other one was a broad fight. Yeah, that one was. I hate that one. I popped in it. I was drinking again. Reason why I don't drink beer. I am drinking out of a beer bottle, and an ex baby mama swings her legs around and pops me in the mouth with the beer. Well, pops the beer bottle that chips my tooth, and I look like Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber. And thanks to you, Frank, people will now know that I look like Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber when this tooth is not itself again. Because right now it's just like they just added to make it look full, but a cap. That thing can fall off any day, and I'll look like Lloyd again. Thanks a lot, Frank.
Okay, Lloyd. Okay, Lloyd.
Asshole, why'd I have you on the freaking podcast? It's like Dumb and Dumber right here. You're dumb, I'm dumber.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
You called it.
No, we were like Dumb and Dumber, man. We were always together. We're always doing stupid shit. We're freaking. What was that one time you freaking?
Remember when we were doing the bombs?
Whoa. That was all you, buddy. That was all you. Well, I helped. Every 4th of July, Frank had a very amazing fireworks show. And when I say fireworks, more like, not the ones that go, more of the ones that go, boom. How many windows did you break in your times, Frank?
Dang. Oh, remember the one in the backyard?
Yeah.
From when you got living on the thing and the thing broke the window?
Yeah. That's what I'm asking. How many windows have you broken?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3,
Damn.
4, 5?
5 windows. Damn. Those were loud little...
Oh, one windshield on the car because it was planned to do.
Yeah. And out there, man, are you still doing them now that you have more freedom, more space, more freaking... Probably an acre of land.
I'm doing rockets with the bombs on top now.
Didn't you get a degree
Learned how to make them fly up.
Didn't you get a degree on fireworks show and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Because you were gonna do the fairgrounds, didn't you didn't you do the fairgrounds one year? You were going to do the fairgrounds.
I did 2 of them,
There you go.
and then I did one in. I did one in L.A. also.
What was it? What was it? What was it like? Technician or some shit like that? What is your title?
Yeah, pyrotechnician.
There you.
Pyrotechnician.
Freaking Frank can put in a nice freaking fireworks show. So, but again,
you should see some of the stuff I got now. It's awesome.
I don't plan on going to Virginia anytime soon. But you got to give me a reason, Frank.
Well, I did one on video.
Oh, did you?
On Facebook.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I think I saw it. I don't remember.
I finally made the rockets fly up by themselves
There
without
you
the
go.
arrow shooting. You remember?
Oh yeah.
Used to shoot them up with the arrow.
Oh yeah. So here we
Well,
go.
I got them to fly up by themselves now.
There we go. So we have Frank that's born in Compton, not a very good 20s for him, to a pyrotechnician in Virginia. I'm happy for you, Frank. You look good,
Yeah,
man.
but thank you, Ben.
You look real good, Frank, and I'm proud of you, man. You know that I've always fucking loved you, man. You looked at you like a dad, and you helped me on my hardest times, and you were there for me.
Appreciate that, man. Love you too, brother.
You know, so yeah, I kind of hear.
Or either call you son.
No, you're like a dad, man. You're my dad, bro, and I appreciate that. And
Okay, my son.
but any last story, Frank, you want to share with the listeners before I already hear the wife and kids in the background kind of calling me. So, any last story you want to share with a positive message at the end?
Yes. People out there need to realize that you could be a mentor to somebody, even if you were a fuck up a long time ago. As long as you have changed, you can change somebody else's life too, to make theirs better.
Yes, you can.
Except you can't make them lose weight like Andy is.
Oh, what a dick! I am losing weight, fucker. I've lost 30.
Hey, you weigh more than me.
You
weigh more than me.
But
now.
I've lost 30 pounds. That's it. I'm done with this podcast.
Love you.
I love you too, Frank. But again, buddy, thank you for taking the time. Even though it was like a 3-second delay on the thing, I'll edit a bunch of this shit out. And just thank you for taking the time, man, and being on the podcast and seeing if you can influence somebody like you influenced me to go forward. If they're having a tough time, just think about what you went through and what you're doing now. And pyrotechnician, check that shit out. And and like I end every podcast, Frank, thank you for riding with me.
Right on. Love it.
All right,
It was
buddy.
fun.
Talk to you later.
All right, you take care.
Thank you for listening to Ride With Me, the Flat Tire Indie Podcast. You can also listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and Podbean.